bad. It's completely broken. Let's do it, boys! And a tire as well. Who's that Pokemon? Big one! I found hell. Welcome to hell!
Welcome back to the dumbest ideas of the month. This month's dumbest idea is cycling across Norway. So, how did cycling across Norway make it into the dumbest ideas, you ask? Well, Norway is famous for its terrible weather, among other things. Even in summer, which is supposedly the mildest of seasons,
I'm freezing.
You can oftentimes witness the full spectrum of seasonal temperaments, all within moments of one another. In one instance, soothing sunlight washes the landscape in vibrant colors, while the still air and open sky promise calm proceedings. The next, freezing winds rise and bring with it drizzling mists that have a tendency to turn into a torrential downpour. And, if you're in the right place at the right time, even a snowstorm. Only for the sun to return once more, to peek almost apologetically from behind the clouds. Alright, got it. Terrible shifting cold weather. Note to self, pack a Norwegian sweater or something. So, selecting the correct gear will be crucial here. Let's briefly go over the list, shall we? Rain gear.
There's rain with it, so I put on some rain gear. Well, on myself, on the bike, I don't have rain gear.
Check. Beach shorts.
Beach trunks.
Check. Norwegian sweater. I think I forgot to pack it at first. Comfy, versatile, field-proven all-weather shoes. Yeah, double check. Perfect. That's all I need. So, as the title of this video suggests, I will be touring almost the entire length of the Scandinavian peninsula on the Norwegian side. The objective is to journey to the almost northernmost point of continental Europe, Nordkapp, dubbed by some as the Edge of the World.
The edge of the world.
And ride south and southwest, all the way to the city of Bergen, an expedition of roughly 3,000 kilometers, God's be good. This track also bears a suspicious resemblance to the Scandinavian part of Eurovelo 1, a long-distance bike path spanning the entirety of Europe's Atlantic coastline. This should indirectly imply that the deed has indeed been done before. What a sentence. But there is only one question that matters to me and is still left unanswered. Can I do it? This is a story about how it went.
Koksu 5 gram, odlecieć sam w krainę zapomnienia. W głowie myśli mam, kiedy skończy się ten stan, gdy już nie będę sam, bo wiedzie biały węgorz. Syf, jak na Discovery, chcę wystrzelić jak z giwery. Chcę hery i inne bajery, w nosie pustka, słychać szmery. Macie numer do Gargamela? Może u niego w kotle jest hera, wiem. Głupoty pierdolę, ale nie mam nic na stole, a w kieszeni jebana pustka. Przałaby się w totka szóstka.
How do you like my time-lapse rate?
Jak pszczółka Maja do ucha śpiewałaby Mikaja. To są jaja, no nie wierzę.
Gotta tell you that the weather ain't looking so hot. Fuck, it's cold. Jesus Christ, that was a terrible descent. I'm freezing.
Palony, hej Johnny, chciałbym posypać i na łące jak królik brykać, ale cały czas ten zjazd usycham jak wyrwany chwast. Tylko jedno w głowie mam, koksu 5 gram, odlecieć sam w krainę zapomnienia.
The first stretch of the journey went off without a hitch. Well, almost. The weather was ever shifting, but mostly kind. The spirits were high, not just because of the decent conditions and the breathtaking scenery unfolding with every mile, but also because the venture had only just begun.
The freezing sensation on my toes. This reminds me the GR20.
And as usual, my recklessness nearly ended the expedition early on.
This piece of shit cord just got stuck and it's not budging at all. So I got it out, but look at this. That's not good. What the fuck? I fixed this. So I fixed it with the help of some German fellas, motorcyclists. It's the rear wheel realigned how much it bent during the situation that happened. Look at this, that's a lot of force on this as well.
And sure enough, the consequences of my actions caught up with me the next morning, right as I dropped off a curb.
Jesus. Oh my god, I don't know how this even happened. It was just wedged. It was like this, and it was holding on to dear life. I'll have to get a new one in Tromsø. No fucking wonder it's so fucking wobbly, and it's fucking broken. Fucked up. Fucking hell. Fuck. Yeah, fucking hell. I have to find a way to fix it. Long live duct tape. Even now it's wobbly, and probably have to loosen weight from the saddlebags and put it into a backpack and put it on my back. My back will start hurting. This part is getting into the wheel and it's extremely wobbly.
But over the course of the journey, I came up with some creative ideas on how to lighten the load on the rear cargo rack, effectively solving this problem without having to buy a new one.
Jeg titter på jenter, jeg har solbriller på, så ingen riktig ser hvor jeg ser. Den peneste av jentene tar av seg sin BH og snur seg imot meg og sier: Du sier meg, har du det bra? Jo takk skal du ha. Jeg har det bedre enn de fleste her til stede. Jeg smiler hver dag, fordi jeg er glad. Det så fint å leve, si meg, kan du ikke se det? Og blir du med og lyser etter krabber?
Today I'll teach you how to eat a raw egg. So you take an egg, you do a bit of an incision on top, and you do the same on the bottom. And then you suck out all the juice from the bottom and let the top slide. Like this. And now it's empty. This is what being homeless in Norway is all about. Look, digital magic. Rise and shine, Mr. Freeman. Rise and shine. Now this is like the life
Mr. Sandman, bring me a dream. Make him the cutest that I've ever seen. Give him two lips like roses and clover. Then tell him that his lonesome nights are over. Sandman, I'm so alone.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's the Atlantic Ocean. Yeah, it's my first time seeing it. I think I figured out why the Norwegians like to hike so much.
Mr. Sandman, bring me a dream. Make him the cutest that I've ever seen. Give give him the word that I'm not a rover. Then tell him that his lonesome nights are over. Sandman, I'm so alone, don't have nobody to call my own. Please turn on your magic beam, oh, Mr. Sandman, bring me a dream. Bum, 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 bum.
I was ferrying across to the Vesterålen archipelago, covering good ground each day and reveling in the sunshine. My spirits still high, almost soaring. Little did I know I was experiencing the last sunny day of this chapter of the journey. Inevitably, the unforeseen shift in weather would take a heavy toll on both body and mind. I had no clue what kind of storm I was about to face.
Rain and headwind, my two favorite things in the world. At least it's not cold out, otherwise I wouldn't be wearing my beach outfit. I went to Camp to Holland. Today is the first day that I don't feel like cycling anymore and I just want to sleep or rest. Yeah, I'll do a bit of working out and I'll just keep going, because what else is there to do? But I do have one complaint. What the fuck are the parallel bars for dips? Norwegian bros fix this shit. Next time I'm here I want to see some parallel bars. Good morning. It's raining heavily. What a beautiful morning. Can't wait to get wet. And beautiful weather. Winds reaching up to 60 kilometers per hour. Temperature 10 to 12 degrees Celsius. Today's not a good day, is it? I'm seriously considering just quitting in Bodo and going home. I'm cold, sick and tired. I think I have enough. I don't know, man. I shall see, I suppose, how I feel tomorrow.
But in retrospect, the unfavorable conditions weren't the real reason I wanted to quit. That was just a pretense. A lie I told myself and others. I always put on a strong front because I want people to think highly of me. But strength isn't something you're born with or freely given. It is earned and learned through trials and hardships. I was slowly waking up from my fantasies of grandeur and learning the hard truth. The truth that was right there, staring me in the face. The truth that I was weak. Just a boy lost in a harsh land, trying to prove himself to the world. The truth was that I couldn't bear the solitude any longer. I just wanted to go home, to wake up in my comfortable bed, to spend time with friends and family, to do things I loved most. In my weakness, I lost sight of my goals and ideals.
one shitstorm and into the next. Can't I just get 5 minutes of fucking freedom from the rain? I'm tired, bros. Yes, this is it. I guess I'm going home. Going to Bodo to get a plane to Oslo and to back home. I'm beat. I'm tired and I'm sick and I'm cold. Sick and tired. I'm sorry. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Bodo. Look at how deep the night is. Look at how dark it is. And so the adventure ends, I guess. But it was nice in there. I liked it. But I think this trip wasn't all for naught. Not at all. I learned a lot of valuable lessons. For example, going alone sucks. That's number one. Number two, Norway's weather sucks. So be prepared. Yeah, I'm sure I'll return to this place eventually. One day. To reconquer the stupid ass challenge that I set up for myself. Until then, cheerio.
And that's the end of the story, for as far as you know. And I will probably never attempt to challenge Norway on a bicycle again. Probably. Thank you for watching.
What makes this fragile world go wrong?
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Bodo. I came back. Let's bloody do this, shall we? Right now, it's May 2025. And you know what it means that it's May? It means that it's still winter. Why on earth would I come here in winter? You're probably asking yourselves. Why would you return in the first place? Why would you return to the place of your disgrace? You humiliated yourself. You lost. I returned because I hate to leave unfinished business. That's why. Despite the fact that I was defeated, I'm still going to finish it, no matter the cost. Even if it's fucking winter. But honestly, it feels good to be back. Because I'll come back when I'm supposed to be. Really stupid, like a really dumb idea. If someone did a straight line mission across this, not just Norway, the entire Scandinavia, that would be very stupid. But I gotta tell you something, it's very different from last time. Temperature barely about freezing now. Sleeping in the cold and wet, it's not a good combination. Yeah, and as you know, my gear is not perfect. It's definitely not impervious to water, nothing like that. I don't know. You judge for yourself. It is what it is. Oh yes. The white winds came for me. And it's cold. It's very cold. I don't want to go out there. Shit. It's at moments like these I question my life choices. Well, wait. A person is supposed to be optimistic even in the worst situation, so it will stop. Oh, come on, it's not that bad. It's better than rain, so still could be worse. Yeah, but look at this. To combat the white winds, I have something very special. This is homemade honey from my neighbor. It will give me strength. Honey, give me strength. Look at how damn, you know, tough it is. Cheers. Delectable.
Look over yonder. What do you see? The sun is rising, most definitely. A new day's coming. Ooh, people are changing. Ain't it beautiful? Crystal blue persuasion. Better get ready. Gonna see the light. Love is the answer. And that's alright. So don't you give up now. So easy to find. Just look to your soul. Look to your soul. And open your mind.
Freezing to sweating in 5 minutes. Catch that ferry!
Crystal blue persuasion. It's a new vibration. Crystal blue persuasion. Crystal.
Beautiful double peak, just like Mount Elbrus. You might even see some puffins. Let's look for them. Have you noticed something different about the trees? They're starting to bud. Winter has gone and spring is here. It's kind of magical if you think about it. So hopefully the weather will get better now. I doubt it.
Maybe tomorrow, when he looks down on every green field in every town, all of his children, every nation, there'll be peace and good brotherhood. Crystal blue persuasion.
At this point in the journey, I'd finally gotten used to the cold.
Every moment spent in the sun feels like a blessing now. It's very cold up here. I think it's freezing.
But even then, I only stayed warm while I was moving. Every time I stopped, even for a moment,
Still
I was
shut
quite
eye.
literally freezing my balls off.
I'm freezing my balls off.
And yet somehow I
Hello?
was still having a good time.
Yeah, boy! Is that a puffin? Welcome back to GR20 Behind the Scenes. Just kidding. It's Norway. Different shoes, different time, different me. Different me? How? Well, look at me. I got a new outfit. I got some beach trunks. Why do I wear beach pants to Norway in winter? Oh, I'll tell you why. It's because I want to bring the beach with me wherever I go.
Eventually, I stopped caring about the grim forecasts and just accepted my fate.
Today's schedule, there is heavy rain.
I told myself, no matter what happens next, I have to make it to Trondheim. This time, something was actually waiting for me there. And for once, it wasn't frostbite.
It's easy to get frostbite, you have to soak.
The need to get there on time, that's what kept me going.
Man in the lorry, he literally just stopped this gigantic lorry in the middle of the road, got out and stopped me. I was like, are you okay? Are you okay? I guess I would ask it as well if I were him. It's 4 degrees out, it's raining heavily and it's not supposed to stop for a very long time. You know, I'm okay. Physically I'm very okay, as long as I keep pushing down on the pedals I'm not that cold. And mentally, I don't know, I might be a little bit insane. There's a saying in Swedish, I think it's lagom, not too much, not too little, just the right amount of insane.
Always look on the bright side of life. Always look on the light side of life. If life seems jolly rotten, there's something you've forgotten. And that's to laugh and smile and dance and sing. When you're feeling in the dumps, don't be silly chumps. Just purse your lips and whistle, that's the thing. Hey, always look on the bright side of life.
Dear God, I know what I want for dinner. Hey you! Have you seen any puffins? Are you puffin?
For life is
that a
quite
puffin?
absurd, and death's the final word. You must always face the curtain with a bow. Forget about your seat, give the audience choice.
Hey mates, have you seen puffins? Puffins! Jesus Christ, that bird's almost gonna run over. Are you okay, bird?
Before you draw your terminal breath, life's a piece of shit when you look at it. Life's a laugh and death's a joke, it's true. You'll see it's all a
Thank
show.
God for those
Keep
beautiful,
laughing as
beautiful
you
bus
go.
stops. I
Just
love you.
remember that the last laugh
Thank you
is
for
on you.
sheltering me.
And always look on the bright side of life. Always look on the right side of life. Come on, Brian, cheer up. Always look on the bright side of life. Always look on the right side of life. Worst things happen at sea, you know.
Always look on the bright side of life. I'll be damned. Another Holland.
But as the saying goes, everything good must come to an end. Eventually, my exhaustion caught up with me. Again.
Today's another one of those good days. My tire popped in the morning. I just ran out of food and water. I'm wet, cold and miserable. It's just one of those days, you know. One of those days on the road. And my energy levels are so low today, I don't know why. I just need a rest day, I suppose.
I was in a desperate need for rest, but I could not stop.
But I said I would be in Trondheim by tomorrow. Why do I always make promises I cannot keep? I don't feel like I can go on. What's wrong with me?
I was starting to feel almost as bad as I did last year in Bordeaux, but this time was different. This time I clenched my teeth together and kept going, despite everything.
I accidentally put my phone on the saddle here. It slipped, fell on the grass. I never heard a thing, and next thing I know I was around 90 kilometers away from where I filmed. A couple hours later, I realized that's when I lost my phone. Quite sad, but
That's life. That's life. That's what all the people say. You're riding high in April, shut down in May. But I know I'm gonna change that tune. When I'm back on top of June, I said that's life.
Poor Birkenstocks, surely seen better days. I'm not treating them kindly, am I? My pilgrimage takes me to the holy city of Nidaros that is situated on the horizon right now, right in front of us. I wonder if it's visible on the camera.
In Nidaros, or Trondheim as kids call it these days, I met up with my father. And to say the least, not being alone made a world of difference. The final stretch to Bergen, a mere 1,000 kilometers, flew by in what felt like an instant by comparison. And as a reward for our perseverance, Norway graced us with the best weather it had seen in years, maybe even decades.
Weather update, guys, are clear these days. Forecast is blue skies.
I ran my mouth off a bit too much. What did I say? Well, you just laughed it off. It was all okay.
What do you think? Is it a good time for the sauna? I think it is the best time for the sauna.
And we'll all float on, alright, already we'll all float on, alright. Don't worry, even if things end up a bit.
So there was a half a rest day for me. We did a nice little sauna. We split up with my dad. We went for a ferry to take a shortcut to avoid the last mountainous part. Looking forward to look at those mountains. All I've been thinking throughout this whole trip is that I want to climb them so bad. I want to see how the world looks from the top of them. Too bad it's a coast route that I chose. And I also find it hard to believe that the venture is almost over. I'll kind of miss this place, if I'm to be honest. Despite all the trials and tribulations and hardships and failures and victories, despite all that happened, I really took a liking to this place. But you know what they say, it's not over until it's over. Still gotta cross those mountains.
Life could be a dream. Do, 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 so life could be a dream. If I could take you up in paradise up above. If you would tell me I'm the only one that you love. Life would be a dream. Sweetheart, hello, hello again.
Shaboom and open, we'll meet again, boom.
What the fuck is this?
Life could be a dream if only all my precious plans would come true. If you would let me spend my whole life loving you, life could be a dream, sweetheart.
That was weird. Exciting. If you find this or the prospect of dying exciting.
Life could be a dream. Shaboom, if I could take you up in paradise up above. Shaboom, you tell me, darling, I'm the only one that you love. Life could be a dream. Sweetheart, hello, hello again. Shaboom, and hope we'll meet again. Boom. Life could be a dream. Life could be a dream, sweetheart. Shaboom, if I could take you up in paradise up above. Shaboom, and tell me, darling, I'm the only one that you love. Life could be a dream.
It's dribbling its own head.
Life could be a dream. Life could be a dream.
Hvorhen du går i li og fjell, en vinterdag, en sommerkveld ved fjord og fossevell. Fra eng og mo med furutrær, fra havets bryn med fiskevær og til de hvite skjær. Møter du landet i trefarvet drakt, svøp i et gjenskinn av flaggets farveprakt. Se en litt sammen jerv opp i heien, rammer stripen av blå klokker inn. Mot den rødmalte stuen ved veien, det flagget som veier inn. Ja, så vidt som det hvite skrevet, og det røde har kveldssolen fått, og det blå ga sin farve til breen. Det Norge i rødt, hvitt og blått. En vårdag i en solskinnsstund, på benken i studentelund, der sitter han og hun. To unge nyutsprungne russ, to ganske nylig tente bluss i 20 graders pluss. Hun som en gryende forsommerdag, som fardes av gjenskinnet fra det norske flagg. Ja, så hvit som det hvite solen, og så rød som det røde.
And so, we have made it all the way, but I couldn't have done it alone. To all those who cheered me on, and especially to my dad, I am thankful. So, here we stand, in Bergen. Mission accomplished. Now what? Well, on to the next adventure. But for now, it's time to revel in this victory, maybe have a beer or three, and savor the fact that sometimes the dumbest ideas turn out to be the most worthwhile. Thanks for coming along.
De kjempet både hun og han, nu lyser seirens baune brann ut over Norges land. Mot himmelen stiger flagg ved flagg, som 1000 gledesbål i dag for alle vunne slag. Det knitrer som før over hytte og slott, et flammende merke i rødt og hvitt og blått. Som et regnbuens tegn under skyen, skal i evig fremtid stå. Se
Det glittrer igjen over byen i det røde og hvite og blå. La det rocke fra gaten og torget over landet som nordmenn har fått. For du vår gamle Norge, vi vil med deg i rødt, hvitt og blå.
So I'm back home and it's about time to do a little Birkenstock review. Oh, pretty solid to me. All right, but yeah, they're holding together pretty well after the entirety of Norway. They do look a bit rugged, but other than that, excellent job. Oh yeah, and also I found a puffin. I was looking for puffins through the entire Helgeland, and I didn't realize that it was in my pocket all along. Look. Do you see it? Yep, that's a puffin.